idjnow, what's happening? It's Matt Shaquan, aka Recluse, here at the Babylon store, here to show you a brand new concept in DJing. This is the DJ707M from Roland, specifically made for mobile DJs and event DJs. Also club DJs if you're playing small events, small bars, but this is really optimized for mobile DJ use. Unique because it's kind of a hybrid DJ controller and digital console all in one. And we had a lot of market feedback in the creation of this. We talked to lots of mobile DJs. They told us what their pain points were, what they wanted to see in a controller, and we were able to create this very compact, very portable unit called the DJ707M. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's have a look at the overview. This is a 4-channel controller, 3-band EQ, filter effects here, which actually is assignable individually with all the brilliant sounding hardware effects. We have dual USB, which is great for switching over between DJs, tag teaming, or also, especially for the mobile DJ, having a really good backup plan just in case something goes wrong. You got that second computer ready to rock. Additionally, we have kind of all the bells and whistles that you'd expect with your performance pads, RGB pads here. They feel really good when you play them. You got these platters, which are actually very smooth to play on, super accurate, as are these pitch faders, very accurate, high resolution. You also, unique to this unit, you have an LCD screen, which we'll get into in a little bit, but this is actually where you set a lot of your system settings. You don't have to power down, enter into system setting mode. You can do it right here as you're DJing, which is pretty cool. Inputs and outputs galore on this unit. So this is really one of the calling cards of the DJ707M. Every mobile DJ we spoke to said they needed great sounding mic pre's and they needed at least 2 of them. So we had these XLR inputs, as well as in the front, we have additional 2 TRS inputs. So that means you can have up to 4 microphones running at the same time. Great for events, great for karaoke, etc., etc. We also have an 1/8" input here, which is excellent for just plugging in a mix off your iPad or something. And then, of course, all your settings here for your crossfader and your up-down faders. Now, continuing on inputs, we also have, as it's a 4-channel controller here, you have your line inputs as well as phono inputs. So you can use this. It's DVS upgrade ready if you're using vinyl system with Serato, or just want to play old school. You want to play your old records in here. It's going to sound great. Now, the outputs are also super important on this because we have XLR and RCA master out. We have TRS booth out, but we also have an RCA zone out, which is something that we got a lot of feedback on as well. Needing that extra output to say send a specific feed to a videographer or to send a different mix to a different zone in your venue. So that's really, really useful in this situation. Okay, let's talk about some of the other unique features in here. Now, I mentioned before that this is kind of a hybrid controller console, and all those inputs and outputs I just mentioned, they can be set up and routed to one another in unique ways and saved. So, for instance, if you're doing a wedding and you needed to have a separate feed go into a videographer, you can absolutely do that. Say, just send the microphone feeds to the zone output. You can do that, and it's all set up right here in the LCD screen. So very, very customizable, and all those settings can be saved in what we call scenes. These scenes, you have up to 10 user savable scenes, and those scenes are super useful because if you're playing, for instance, the same venue over and over, and you have certain settings you want to dial up, you can do that. You can also share those scenes between different DJs if you're perhaps playing the same venue, working in the same company and whatnot. Another really important thing that you can save to those scenes is the output tuning, okay? So every one of those outputs can be tuned separately. That would include 4-band EQ, multi-band compression, limiter, mono mode, as well as panning. They can all be set individually, which is great. And once again, they can be saved to the scenes and recalled the next time you come to that venue. Couple other notes, those mic inputs that we mentioned before. Very simple addition, but 3-band EQ is super important for the wedding DJ or the event DJ because they're going to want to be able to dial in those voices and get it sound as good as they can. Every voice sounds a little bit different. Having that 3-band EQ really helps. Vocal effects, tons of them. I think there's up to 16 vocal effects you can dial in there. Everything from the classics, echo, reverb, to kind of more special effects like pitch shifter, harmonizer, etc. All on there for karaoke DJs too. Don't sleep on this unit. You'll have a lot of fun with it. Okay, so let's have a look at this LCD screen. As we said, this is unique to the DJ707M, and this is where you set all your different system settings. So for instance, you can go into what I mentioned before, the scenes. That's where you save a lot of your mic and mixer settings. So we can say, go into our mixer. That's where we can access the different hardware effects. And you can dial them in, as I said, individually for each output, which is pretty cool. Another really important feature that I didn't mention before is anti-feedback. You can set that for any of your outputs, and it actually works a charm. If you have somebody that's inexperienced on the mic, a lot of feedback in the event, you don't want to have to deal with that. You can just set it and forget it right there in your menu. Additionally, you have the scene save. So once you have it all dialed in, you save it there. You can load that as well. You have your system settings, etc., factory reset, and all those are accessed here on the LCD. Now, when I come out of that, those different submenus, I'm looking at actually my 4 decks. This is a 4-channel, 4-deck mixer, and it's showing you the BPM. And why is this important? Because being a Roland controller, we wanted to make sure that you still get all those unique performance features that we included with our other controllers, the 202, 505, 808. And that's specifically the TR function. We make the best drum machines in the world. We wanted to put that technology into the DJ controller. So we've actually implemented it in a new way. On channel 3, deck 3, you have TR mode with 16 patterns, with each one of those has 8 variations, and those are kind of preset, and they can load up and sync to any of your classic tracks. A lot of times we're playing these gigs, playing those classic tracks just doesn't have the same punch as the modern stuff. You can modernize your classics super easy with those drums. Also just for cool transitions or accompaniment. If you're playing that wedding, Uncle Fester turns up with his keyboard, you don't have a beat for him, hey, just dial in the rock and roll beat, hit start, and you're off to the races. Let's check out a little demo and see what we can actually do with it creatively. And there you have it, the Roland DJ-707M controller. Really great for mobile and event DJs, hybrid DJ controller, and digital mixing console. Available at idjnow for $999. Also comes with a 3-month subscription to BPM Supreme Premium and 2 online Roland Cloud Academy classes to help get you started.